Let America be America again. Let it be the dream it used to be. Let it be the pioneer on the plain seeking a home where he himself is free. Langston Hughes, 1935.
Hughes, born in Joplin, Missouri, and raised in Cleveland, Ohio, was a poet, an essayist, a novelist. His works told the story of his people, the music, the laughter, the love. He also told the story of his country, one of increasing division and inequality. It was those feelings that led him to publish Let America Be America Again. America has been a dream for the Jews. We dreamt from nation to nation and up through the centuries. We dreamt of America as a golden land, dreamt of Ellis Island and the Statue of Liberty, of a better life. This dream is new, but from God's promise to Abraham, to Joseph's dreams of the future, we Jews have been dreamers. Joseph, who we read about in our Parsha this morning, was a dreamer. He grew up with the dreams of his father and his fathers before him. With that dream came the promise of a great nation. Joseph would see his dreams come true. He would see the first flowering of the ancient promise. But before his dreams freed him, Joseph dreamed a dream and told his brothers, and they continued to hate him. There was jealousy even from his own brothers, that his success would eclipse theirs. Terrified of losing what they had, they thought they could kill his dreams. Joseph lived by his dream. He held himself up even when in the depths of despair. But his brothers cast him into a pit, sold him into slavery, and there he was sentenced to death for refusing to compromise his morals. Still, he dreamt. Only a dreamer could understand what others could not, what Pharaoh could not, what his brothers could not. He understood that his dream would yet come true. Joseph lived through those dreams. But Joseph's dreams were not just fantasies. They were visions of what could be, what was to be. Joseph's dreams were grand. Certainly they must have been a comfort, even when he was at his lowest. This bit of our history was written long, long ago. Other people are still writing their stories. They are people who dream out loud. We call them the Dreamers, so named for the Dream Act that gave them hope of staying in this country. They were brought here as children, sometimes with no memory of their ancestral home. The Dreamers count amongst themselves 1 million people, all sharing a dream of citizenship, of a better life, of achieving all that their parents promised them, risked for them, sacrificed for them. This is the dream they live. This is their home. For many of them, the only home they have ever known. They are not strangers in a strange land. Though their presence is challenged, they are the promise of America at its best. That's what they were brought here for. They work, they learn. They are not on drugs, they are not criminals. They were brought here from all over the world, from places close in geography to places that could not be more distant, either in miles or culture. They flee persecution and poverty. They pursue education and careers. They pursue the American dream. Let America be the dream the dreamers dreamed. Let it be that great, strong land of love where never kings connive or tyrants scheme, that any man be crushed by one above. Joseph taught us how to dream. Then a new Pharaoh arose, one who, like Joseph's brothers, believed that he was a threat to his own success. And then our ancient dream was put on hold. But we kept dreaming. We wove this dream like a thread into the fabric of our lives. We wrote it into our liturgy and our rituals. It filled the pages of our texts and punctuates our stories. We shared it again and again. As distant as it seemed, our dream of a home. The place that has been promised to us. From defeat to defeat to defeat, our dream survived, even to the 1,000th generation. When the promises of nations fell short, we still dreamt their potential. We still valued those dreams and lived our lives when others feared what those dreams could be worth. We lived for our dreams. And the dreamers live for their dreams now, seeing them become more fitful by the moment. What will become of their dreams when the road to the only home they have ever known is walled off? What will become of their dream when they are told it is beyond their reach? The poet Matthew Zapruder was born in Washington, D.C., but his grandfather grew up in Europe, dreaming of America. Having barely escaped being murdered, his grandfather came to the United States and made a life for himself and a life for his family. Zapruder wrote that his grandfather's story is the best possible version of the American story. I wish people didn't feel like they need to leave where they are from. But if they do, they must be welcome here. Anyone who wants to be an American already is, simply by desiring to be. Everyone, anywhere in the world, has an equal right to that story. Matthew Zapruder. Oh, let my land be a land where liberty is crowned with no false patriotic wreath, but opportunity is real and life is free. Equality is in the air we breathe. One, the dream of coming to this country from Russia or Germany or Poland out of the shtetl was so far beyond the pale that it was almost beyond imagination. But for many, our American dreams have been realized. We enjoy rights and privileges unimagined by past generations. The dreams we dream for our children are more grand than we ever could have imagined for ourselves. After we planted our feet on the shore and laid our heads on our pillows, we continued to dream, dreaming still of a better life, dreaming in Technicolor, dreaming like those who preceded us across the shore, and like those whose ships docked generations before our own. It is a dream the dreamers dream today. A dream for thousands who are here and thousands who love them enough to risk their lives and risk their freedom to help them realize it. The American dream is not out of reach. It is not dead. It is alive and well in every one of these dreamers. America can still live up to its promise that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The dreamers dream of these rights, but it is only a dream, one more distant every day. It does not have to be this way. Yet, I am the one who dreamt our basic dream. In the old world, while still a serf of kings, who dreamt a dream so strong, so brave, so true, that even yet its mighty daring sings in every brick and stone, in every furrow turned, that's made America the land it has become. We, the children of immigrants, descendants of dreamers, every one of them, cannot forget their dreams. And we cannot forget the dreamers today. Why aren't we defending their dreams? It should keep us up at night that we no longer share that dream, especially as the threats of deportation and displacement loom. Poet Cornelius Eady wrote, "I am an American and refuse to give in to the lie that wants to fill the transports with accents and darker skins. This is a moment the world is watching and waiting to see who we declare ourselves to truly be. Are we this? We are Americans. We are Jews. We are white. Are these our only identities? If I am only for my identity, what am I? First, they came for the socialists, and nobody spoke up because they did not see themselves amongst the imperiled. The silence that followed would be followed by persecution after persecution until there was no one left to speak. Now, when they come for the dreamers, the news echoes in our homes, our workplaces, our synagogues, but it is our silence that is deafening. They dream a dream so they can live. Joseph dreamed a dream so we could live. Our ancestors dreamed dreams, and now we do live. We must keep dreaming and keep the dreams of others alive. Their dream is our dream, even if it is one we can only feel at the fringes of our memory. Now that we have been woken, it is undeniably there, as it has always been. But as our dreams and the dreams of our ancestors have come true, there are 1,000 promises yet to be realized. This is our dream now. Because we can still remember that dream, we must remind the world that other people are still dreaming theirs. We still have dreams, but now we have a voice. It is our duty to speak up, shout if we have to. Our voices can ring out in the streets, in the halls of power, through phones and email. We can speak in prose or poetry or 140 characters at a time. And we can educate, remember for ourselves and remind others that these are people who represent the best of America's ambitions. People looking for their fair share of the American dream. We must enable them to get what novelist Imbolo Mbue calls the share of the milk, honey, and liberty flowing in the paradise for strivers called America. There must come a day when the dreamers' dreams are realized. There must come a time when we stand and proclaim that we were dreamers too, and we still dream. We must stand with every dreamer, everyone who seeks to call this land home, every person who knows no other home, to everyone who shares this dream. That day looms large because that day and that time is now. Now more than ever, as Dr. King said, if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. Oh, let America be America again, the land that never has been yet, and yet must be, the land where every man is free, the land that's mine, the poor man's, Indians, Negroes, me, who made America, whose sweat and blood, whose faith and pain, whose hand at the foundry, whose plow in the rain, must bring back our mighty dream again. Shabbat shalom.